Cosecant t times secant t minus sine t times secant t. Notice that the term that we have in common is a secant. So I'm going to factor the secant of t out. That will leave us a cosecant of t minus a sine of t. All right, sine and cosecant are reciprocals of one another, but that doesn't help us if they're subtracted. If you multiply them together, they would equal 1. So let's go back and see what we can do. Cosecant is 1 over sine. And we want to subtract sine, and to subtract, we're going to need to get a common denominator. So I have 1 over sine t minus, okay, if I want to make my common denominator be sine t, then I would have to think of this as over 1, and I would need to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by sine t. So that would make this be a sine squared of t. So we have secant t. Now we have a common denominator, so I can write 1 minus sine squared t over sine. And then if you'll recall our Pythagorean identity that says sine squared plus cosine squared equals 1. So that means that a cosine squared is the same thing as 1 minus a sine squared. You need to not only learn the identities, but be able to rearrange them to use them in our problems. So 1 minus sine squared is the same thing as cosine squared. Notice also that secant is 1 over cosine, so I'm going to go ahead and write that in. And 1 minus sine squared, we just found out, is cosine squared. And these are actually t's, not x's. So now we have a cosine squared divided by a cosine. So this will cancel with one of those terms, and we'll end up with cosine of t over sine of t. And cosine of t over sine of t is cotangent t, which is one of our question identities.